Hello, Denver Broncos fans. Let's get straight to the point. The start of the new NFL season always brings expectations, surprises, and strategic moves that can define a team's success or failure. For the Denver Broncos, the 2024 season begins with a mix of optimism and uncertainty. After a 10-7 campaign in 2023, the franchise showed that it is close to being competitive but still needs to adjust key pieces to solidify itself as a true title contender. One of the biggest questions looming over the team is the starting running back position, especially after the departure of Javonte Williams during free agency. The running back is one of the most iconic and strategic positions in American football. Although the NFL has become a league dominated by quarterbacks and aerial attacks, an efficient running back is still essential for balancing the game. Not only does he open up running lanes that control the clock and wear down opposing defenses, but he can also be a valuable ally in the passing game, whether as a receiver or a blocker. In recent years, we have seen a shift in the valuation of running backs. Million-dollar contracts for players in this position have become less common as teams prefer to invest in quarterbacks, wide receivers, and defensive lines. However, an elite running back can still be the missing piece to elevate a team to the next level. This is the context in which the Denver Broncos find themselves, in need of a reliable runner to complement their offense. Javonte Williams was an important piece for the Broncos in recent years, but his departure during free agency left a significant void in the backfield. Williams was known for his aggressiveness and ability to gain yards after contact, but injuries and inconsistencies limited his impact in crucial moments. With his departure, the Broncos need to find a replacement who not only fills that gap, but also brings a new dynamic to the offense. So far, Denver has made interesting moves in free agency, bolstering key positions on both sides of the ball. However, the running back position remains a question mark. The list of available running backs on the market is shrinking rapidly, and the Broncos need to act quickly if they want to secure a standout name. One of the most intriguing names available on the market is Nick Chubb, former running back for the Cleveland Browns. Chubb is widely regarded as one of the best running backs in the NFL when at his best. Between 2018 and 2022, he amassed an impressive 6,341 rushing yards and 48 touchdowns, along with 119 receptions for 990 yards and 4 more touchdowns. His consistency and explosiveness earned him 4 Pro Bowl selections, solidifying him as one of the most respected players in the league. However, the 2023 season was marked by physical challenges for Chubb. In the second week, he suffered a devastating knee injury, tearing the medial collateral ligament, MCL, and damaging the anterior cruciate ligament, ACL. These injuries kept him out until the 7th week, and to make matters worse, he fractured his foot in the final 3 games of the regular season, ending his participation prematurely. Despite the adversity, Chubb still managed to rush for 332 yards and score 3 touchdowns in just 8 games. These numbers are even more impressive when considering the poor performance of the Browns' offensive line at the time. Now, with the Browns focused on rebuilding their defense and making few significant changes to the offensive line, Chubb may be looking for a new home where he can revive his best football. The Denver Broncos could be the ideal setting for Nick Chubb to revive his career. The franchise boasts one of the most solid offensive lines in the league, which would be a significant contrast to the situation he faced with the Browns. In Denver, Chubb wouldn't have to carry the weight of the offense alone, as the team has a balanced and talented system. Additionally, the Broncos have a young and promising quarterback who could benefit from the presence of an experienced and reliable running back. A 1-year contract with Chubb could be a low-risk, high-reward move for the Broncos. He would have the chance to prove he can still be one of the best running backs in the league, while Denver would gain a motivated and experienced veteran to strengthen their offense. This partnership could be beneficial for both sides, with Chubb seeking redemption and the Broncos betting on a significant reinforcement for the season. Although Nick Chubb is a tempting option, he is not the only alternative available for the Broncos. The running back market in the NFL is full of talent, both in free agency and the draft. Names like Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, and Josh Jacobs have already been moved recently, but there are still interesting options for Denver to consider. In the 2024 draft, for example, the Broncos could look for a young and promising running back to build the future of the position. Players like Braylon Allen, Wisconsin, or Trey Benson, Florida State, are names that have been catching the attention of scouts. Drafting a rookie could be a smart strategy, especially if combined with a veteran like Chubb, creating a rotation system that preserves players and maximizes their efficiency. The Denver Broncos are in an interesting position. With a solid defense and a developing offense, the team has all the tools to be competitive in the AFC West. However, the lack of a reliable starting running back could be a significant obstacle. The franchise needs to decide whether to bet on a veteran like Nick Chubb, who brings experience and high-impact potential, or invest in the future by seeking a young talent in the draft. Regardless of the decision, one thing is clear: the Broncos cannot afford to neglect the position. In an increasingly competitive league, every detail counts, and an efficient running back could be the difference between a mediocre season and a playoff campaign. The Denver Broncos are at a crossroads. The search for a starting running back is one of the most important decisions the franchise needs to make this offseason. Nick Chubb represents a unique opportunity, a talented and experienced player who could revive his career in a favorable environment. However, the Broncos also need to consider other options, whether in free agency or the draft, to ensure they have the best possible team in 2024. One thing is certain: the success of the Broncos this season will depend not only on the choices they make now, but also on how they integrate these pieces into a cohesive and competitive system. The NFL is an unpredictable league, and only time will tell if Denver has managed to assemble the perfect puzzle. Stay up to date with everything happening with the Denver Broncos. Follow the latest news in real time and be the first to know about all updates. Subscribe to the channel to get information straight to your screen and make sure no important detail goes unnoticed.